everybody. Today we're going to learn more ways that we can multiply two-digit by two-digit numbers. We're going to multiply using the area model and partial products because they're really close. It's just a little bit of how you write them. So let's review what you should already know. We know how to write the expanded form of a number using place values. For example, 45 is 40 plus 5. We learned this way back in kindergarten, and we've reviewed it in 2nd grade, and practiced it in 3rd grade, and mastered it in 4th grade. And we know how to use patterns to multiply. So 6 times 5 is 30. 6 groups of 5 ones is 31 ones. We know that 6 groups of 5 tens is 30 tens, or 30 hundred. And then 6 times 5. And 1 0. So remember, we kind of start looking for this pattern. 6 times 5 is 30. Boom. 6 times 5 is 30 times by 10. 1 0, 1 0. That's the patterns we're looking for. 6 times 500, really quick in your head. 6 groups of 500s is 30 hundreds, so it's 30, and then the 2 zeros for the hundreds place. What about this? 60 times 50. Still have that 6 times 5. Still have 6 times 5. 60 groups of 5 tens. It's 30. Times 10 is 300. Times 10 more. 60 times 50 is the same as 6 times 10 times 5 times 10. So I do 6 times 5 is 30, and then we do 30 times 10 is 300. 300 times 10 is 3,000, but then our pattern is that 30 with the 2 zeros because it's 10 hundred. Same thing. Very cool, right? Like 6 groups of 50 is the same as 60. 6 groups of 500 is the same as 60 groups of 50. I think that's really cool patterns. And let's review how we can multiply using the area model and 2 digits times 1 digit. So we break apart the 43. We know we need to bring 6 groups of 40 plus 6 groups of 3. And we add those 2 parts together. Then we use our pattern. 6 times 4 is 24, times 10 is 240, 6 times 3 is 18. Add those products together and we get 258. That was super easy. That's everything you know so far. So how does that work when there's 2-digit numbers? It's not that hard. We just use place value to break apart both factors. 50 times 3 is 50 plus 3. 64 can be broken apart into 60 plus 4. And it becomes the other side of our area model. We've got this nice little area rug for our living room. And then we just find each part. So this part, everywhere where there's 50 going down, we're going to multiply all these blocks by 50. And all these blocks by 60. So where they cross is where we do the multiplying. So 50 times 60. It's like using multiplication table with bigger numbers. 50 times 60, 5 times 6 is 30, 30 times 10 is 300, 300 times 10 is 30,000. Now we're going to do 50 times 4. And it doesn't matter what you do it. But you know this row is 50, this row is 4. 50 times 4, so 5 times 4 is 20. 20 times 10 is going to be 200. Now we're going to do the 3 column. So we're going to do 3 times 60 and 3 times 4. 3 times 60, 3 times 6 is 18. 18 times 10 is 180. And then 3 times 4 is 12. And there is no times by 10 because there's no 10s that we broke apart. So those are all of our parts. Now we found all of our parts, and now we're going to add them all up. Dun, dun, dun. Add up all those parts. We did 3,000 plus 200 is 3,200 plus 100 is 3,300. And 80 plus 10 is 90 plus 2 is 3,392. And you can add them up on the side. Uber duper easy. So let's try partial products, which is the same thing as the squares, but we just write them in lines versus in the squares. So let's go. Let's try a new problem. 43 times 64. So I'm going to think the squares just to show you how it's all connected. But we're going to write it more the traditional way where it's on top of each other. It doesn't matter which one goes on top because the commutative property multiplication means I can switch either one around. But let's take part by part. Remember, we can multiply the squares in any order, so we're going to kind of multiply them in the traditional way here. So we have our 3 ones times our 4 ones. So in our area model, which box would that be? It's that box right there. So we're looking at 3 times 4. And what is 3 times 4? It is 12 ones. And now we're going to go 4 tens times our 4 ones. So we're doing which box? That's right, that box. We have 4 tens times 4 ones, which is 16 tens. 16 times 10, 160. So we've made sure we've done 4 times 3, 4 times 4. Now we're going to go into the tens place because we have to multiply all the digits together. We have to multiply this 60 by 40 and this 60 by 3. So 60 times 3. So this box right here, the 60 and the 3 match together, and it's 18 tens. And then we have our 40 times our 60 is our last one left in our boxes. 40 times 60 is 24 hundredths. And then we add up all those partial products, and we get 2,752. So it's the same thing as doing the boxes, except we do it up and down. The boxes help me organize my thoughts, but you can find patterns when you're doing it up and down on the partial products as well. That helps make it go a little bit faster. All right, so there you go. That's as easy as it is. So let's practice. Let's try this one first. If we were doing the area model, what do all those letters? So there's 3 letters in here. There's A, B, and C. So what do you think these letters are? Pause the video, see if you can figure it out, and then come back. All right, you're back. So there's a lot of missing numbers. It's not just one. But so let's talk about where they cross, because remember, the 30s go here, so this is 30 times this number, and this is 30 times 2. So the 30 times 2, the 30 times 2 is already done for us and nothing's missing. But the 30 times A is missing. I don't know what A is. Do I know 30 times something equals 1,200? So let me use my backwards patterns. 3 times what equals 12? 3 times 4 equals 12. And then I have tens, hundreds, because I have 2 zeros, so I needed to have my tens and my hundreds. That missing number is 40. Guess what? My answer can't be A, it can be B, it can be C, it can be D. All right, we just eliminated 1. But now I know that this is 40. Now I found one missing number. It's like being a detective. 22 times 30 is 60. That's already done. This one's not done though, because I don't know what B is. So something times 2 equals 12. 2 times B equals 12. Well, that, I know my facts. 2 times 6 equals 12. So B has to be 6. B is 6, B is 6, B is 60, not this one. So now I just have to figure out C. Well, now I found my missing 2 numbers. I found 6 times 40. 6 times 40 is 6 times 4 is 24. Times 10 is 240. The answer is C. Hope you figured it out. That was so tricky and so much fun. Let's try another one. Maybe not as hard, but still a missing number. All right, I hope you did lots of work to figure it out. This time the partial products are in a slightly different order, but I could still figure out my partial products. I know, so if I think in my head, I have to multiply the 2 times the 4, and I have to multiply 2 times 20. So 2 times 4 is 8, so that's that. 2, so this is the 2 times 4. 2 times 20 is 40. 2 times 20 is 40, so that's that one. So now we erase those lines. Now I need to do 30 times something. I need to do 30 times 4 and 30 times 20. So these are my 2 that are left. 30 times 4 and 30 times 20. Well, 3 times 4 is 12, and that's not 12. 3 times 2 is 6 with the 2 zeros, so that's got to be 30 times 20. That one's done, so it must be 30 times 4, which is 1,000, or 12, with a 0, because it's 10, so it's not 1,200. Ah, that's tricky. It's 120. I do notice that they have patterns here, though. So 3 times 4 is 12, times 0 is, or times 10 is 120. Okay, one more. This one's not a missing number. This is just straight old practice. You can solve it any way you want. All right, how did you solve it? I'm going to use the area model because it's super fast to me. It's faster than any other way. Make my boxes. They're really, really messy boxes. 3 times 5 is 15, times 10, times 10. 5 times 7 is 35, times 10. 4 times 3 is 12, times 10. 4 times 7 is 28. 1,500. Forgive my horrible, horrible handwriting. 120. 350. This is what happens when you move fast. 28. Zeros and eights. 9. 5, 6 plus 3 is 9. I think we did this one before. All right. Have a great day. Bye.